10 News Plus axed after just 1 year on air amid struggling ratings. Network 10 has axed its struggling current affairs program 10 News Plus after just 1 year on air following struggling ratings. The program is being removed from its weekday lineup and shifted to a single Sunday night broadcast. From August 10, the broadcaster will instead extend its flagship 5 p.m. news bulletin from 60 minutes to 90 minutes, giving audiences more local news coverage in the key early evening time slot. 10 News Plus will continue to air on Sundays at 6:30 p.m.
Tired of messy watermelon prep? The crisp taste 2-in-1 watermelon cutter slices neat cubes quickly, then switches to a retractable fork for easy serving with less mess. Want to check today's Amazon deal? Scan the QR code now or visit grabdeal.us/3 before it's gone.
Hosted by Amelia Brace and Denham Hitchcock, the program was introduced as the replacement for the project, which was axed after almost 16 years on air despite attracting larger audiences. Staff were told about the changes on Wednesday morning by 10 Vice President of News Martin White, who said the decision had been driven by audience demand for more local reporting. While we are still finalizing the format, we are making this change because our audience has told us they want more local news, White said in an email to staff obtained by SMH. We will still give audiences investigations, exclusives, and insight via the 10 News Plus team across the week, as well as on Sunday's dedicated program. This will provide more content for the states and lighten the workload on teams around the country. White also praised 10's news performance, noting that the network recorded its biggest monthly national total audience for news since January last month, while streaming audiences had increased by 45% compared with 2025. He said the changes were designed to maximize our resourcing and allow the network to deliver more local news coverage. Both Hitchcock and Brace will remain at 10, with the former working on several documentaries, while the latter will take maternity leave and then return to the network's news division. The move comes just over a year after 10 News Plus launched in June 2025 as a 1-hour nightly program. The format was later reduced to 30 minutes in January as the network attempted to improve its performance. At the time, Channel 10 trialed an experiment to improve 10 News Plus. TV Black Box reported that an internal email outlined plans for the shakeup, which aimed to prevent viewers switching over to Channel 9 or 7 bulletins at 6 p.m. Next week, we're going to experiment a touch to try and hold people better over the 5 p.m/6 p.m. changeover, Channel 10's Vice President of News, Martin White, said in the email. Under the proposed shakeup, the 5 p.m. bulletin no longer concluded with the presenter bidding viewers good night. Instead, a graphic of the weather forecast would be shown, with weather presenters delivering the final line of the bulletin before segueing straight into 10 News Plus at 6 p.m. No music, no goodbye, disclaimer along the bottom of the screen over the graphic, White added in the email. Then we go straight into the Plus opener, pics, and VO, not on camera. It was also revealed that the change would be trialed for 1 week. We'll see what difference it makes next week before deciding what we'll do next, the email continued. The news also comes after Channel 10 canceled its afternoon bulletin back in December 2025. Hosted by veteran broadcaster Nerylda Jacobs, the half-hour news program was launched with much hype at the start of 2024. Staff were informed via email just before Christmas that the bulletin would not return in 2026, and were told that the move would have no impact on jobs at the network. The internal memo also announced that Channel 10's late bulletin, hosted by Ursula Hedger, would be moved from 10:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. White said in the memo that the changes were based on research and making better use of resources. In the email to staff, which was later obtained by Yahoo Lifestyle, White said canceling the afternoon bulletin was no reflection on the work our daytime team has done. This is based on putting more of our news and resources where research tells us there are more viewers, he said in the email. We want our audience to see as much of your work as possible on as many platforms as possible. White also used the email to farewell Chris Bath, who left the network after a decade. She will always be a valued member of the 10 family, he said. After Bath's departure, Georgie Tunney replaced her as host of the network's weekend news bulletin.